What's going on, folks? My name is Spice. This is Spice Can't Fish. So today we are out here at the Swimbait pond for potentially the last time ever, and I figured I'd come on down here just to try and get on a few more swimbait fish. As you guys can tell, it's overcast, it's raining right now, it's not great conditions to be outside, but hopefully that means the fish will be biting. I'm gonna get you guys strapped to my chest. We're not gonna waste any more time, and we'll see what happens. Now, the bite's been a little bit tough for me recently, so I decided to actually downsize and throw a couple of smaller swimbaits. So we got a couple of little guys on deck today. We got a little multi-jointed swimbait as well as a little wake bait. We're gonna see what happens. Hope you guys enjoy. Let's see what we can do. Alrighty, let's get her going, folks. This might be the last time I ever fish this pond. Definitely gonna be the last time I fish it for a while, so I figure we may as well come on out here and do what I like to do out here, throw around some swimbaits. Now, that being said, we are going to be throwing some smaller swimbaits just to hopefully improve our chances of getting bit today. Again, I feel like these fish do kind of feed on smaller bluegill and shad and whatnot most of the time, so these little baits that we're throwing around today should do a good job of imitating exactly that. Okay, seems like the water is clearing up a little bit. It seemed really dirty over here where this water is pumping in, which makes sense. Moving water is probably going to be pretty dirty. But it was making me nervous when I walked up and immediately saw dirty water. This place is never that dirty as it was over there. But again, I think that's just because there's that little inlet right here. It's pulling some water in, or pushing some water in, I should say. And yeah, that water's just going to be dirty just because it's probably coming from, I don't know, off by the highway or something. But yeah, I'm just going to kind of enjoy the time out here, kind of fish semi-quick. Again, like I said, I don't have a ton of time today, but yeah. I'm going to see if we can cross paths with a couple. They should be pretty active right now. It's been kind of rainy the last couple of days. As you guys can tell, it's kind of overcast and cloudy. It's very rare that we get 2 or 3 days in a row of just straight overcast rain out here. I think up here in Fort Collins, we get something like 300 days of sunshine a year or something like that. So yeah, 2 days of rainy, cloudy weather like this is pretty uncharacteristic of Colorado, especially where I'm from. Oh. I just saw a fish come up and flash on it. Oh, okay. How about a 2-pounder falling into the bank right there? That's a good sign. First sign of life that I've seen all day. He definitely saw me, but that's good. That's a good thing. There's one. Little guy. That was cool. I watched him eat it right at my feet, though. Hell yeah. Alright. Calm down. Calm down. Yeah. Angry little guy trying to hook me back. Sweet. First little guy of the day on the old baby bullgill. I like that. Nice little dude. Probably about 1.5 pounds. I'll take that for first fish of the day. Later, buddy. Appreciate it. Gotta throw you a little bit. Whoa. Psycho fish. Jesus. Hell yeah. Alrighty, first one of the little micro swimbait mission. Came on the little Mike Buka X Ketchco baby bullgill. I think this is the violet gill color is what they call that. Pretty sweet little bait. I like these little things. Don't throw it nearly as much as I probably should, which is part of the reason why I wanted to take it out here today. So yeah, hopefully that's the first of many. Again, buddy just kind of ate it right out here in front of me, so I have a feeling they're kind of up shallow. Again, we had that one over there that kind of followed it all the way in, and then that one right here that ate it. I think that bit once way out in the middle of nowhere, but I think that might have just been like over some random grass clump or something. I don't really know what the deal is with that one. But yeah, definitely a good sign. Fish are out here biting. Keep moving around. Again, we've only fished maybe 1/4 of the pond of 1 lap out of 2 laps that I want to do today, so still got quite a lot of ground to cover, quite a lot of casts to make. Hopefully we'll be able to find a bigger one soon. That was pretty good. That felt good just to get on the board real fast. Oh, there's another one. That one's a little better. That was sick. Long skinny dude ate it right at my feet again. That was awesome. I thought I got bit a little earlier in that cast, and it might be this guy. He might have followed it in and ate it twice. That was dope though. Another one, just barely got the back hook on this guy again, but hell yeah, fish number 2. Again, ate the bullgill. Loving it. Later, bud. Have a good one. Hell yeah, man, this is epic. Having a great time. Found these little like grass pods, grass clumps that are a little bit higher than the rest of the grass around here. I'm just kind of fishing around them, fishing in between them. That's where that last fish came. I think he was just kind of sat off a grass patch. Like I said, I think I got bit on that twice on that cast. I think it was the same fish. Popped it the first time, missed the hook, and then came back and got it the second time. But yeah, he ate it like way out off of one of the grass lines, then I think followed it in. So we'll keep fishing over here, see if we can't maybe pop another one. That might have been another fish right there. Honestly, I just want to see another one eat it at my feet again and have it be like a decent fish, because that was awesome. That's 2 fish in a row now that have crushed it right at my feet. See if we can get a 4-pounder to do that. But yeah, we'll keep on moving, keep fishing around some of these grass pads. This is going pretty good so far. Been out here fishing for, I don't know, maybe 40 minutes. Had some solid action thus far. Nothing big, but I'll take a few pound-and-a-halfers. Definitely better than the last video. I was out fishing, catching a bunch of like little teeny tiny micro banks. This is certainly an upgrade. And to do it on like a semi swim bait, that's always fun. I guess I can go over the gear that I'm using real quick. Let you guys know what we're throwing this on. This is actually just one of my conventional setups. This is my cranking setup, my little square bill medium diving crankbait setup. It's a 7-foot medium moderate. It's a 13 fishing Omen black rod. It's one of the older ones. And then I just got a 6-speed Lose laser MG reel on here, 12-pound fluorocarbon. Again, this is my crankbait setup, but works really well for this little baby bull shad, or baby bullgill, I guess I should say. Probably would work well for the baby bull shad as well, but working well for the baby bullgill today. Damn, okay. Getting some looks on the little bullgill. But yeah, like I was saying, this is just kind of like one of my conventional setups. And one of the reasons that I like throwing little tiny baits like this and the little Shellcracker that we're going to throw in a minute is because you can kind of throw them on just conventional setups. So if you guys are new to the whole quote-unquote big bait game, and you want to just pick up a couple of like small swim baits to kind of get your interest out, kind of see what they're all about, you can get one of these, or again, one of those little Shellcrackers, which again, we'll talk about here in a little bit. But yeah, you can pick up a couple of these. There's another one right here at the bank. Little dude about just fell over and he came up and ate it. Hell yeah. Number 3. We are getting a bunch of bites on this little bullgill. I like that. They're all kind of getting the back hook, which isn't fantastic, but you know, as long as they're staying hooked, I'll keep it, I guess. I'll take it. I don't even know what I'm trying to say anymore. Can't even think. Trying to have a conversation, explain stuff to you guys. Fish are chomping at my feet, falling over, losing my balance. It's just hectic out here on the Spice Can't Fish channel today. We're gonna keep fishing. I'm just gonna shut up and focus on catching some bass, I guess. Yeah. Dude, tub on the baby bullgill. Yes! Next cast, pretty much. That was awesome. All right, I'm gonna get a picture and a weight on this guy, I think. See what we're sat at with Big Mama. Looking like a 403. 4-pounder, pretty much on the dot, on the baby bullgill. Let's go, dude. Love that. All right, Mama, have a good one. Take it easy. Oh man, that was epic. She just ate right out there off of one of those little grass things that I was talking about, the grass clumps. Oh man. Whew, that was sick. Hell yeah. All right, so as you guys can see, the little micro swim baits get bit. Let me check the line real quick. Line actually feels pretty good. But yeah, in case you guys were wondering, those little tiny swim baits, they get bit by numbers, they get bit by big fish. Yeah, I don't know how much better I can explain why you should be throwing these little micro swim baits. Especially if you're new to the whole swim bait game and you don't really have a ton of confidence in these like little multi-jointed swim baits and glide baits and stuff like that. This is a super easy bait to fish. You literally just chuck it and reel it, as you guys can see. I'm kind of pausing it every once in a while, but it seems like the fish have mostly just been eating it on the straight retrieve. So yeah, if you guys want to get into the whole swim bait fishing community, but you don't know where to start, and you don't really have any of that dedicated gear or anything, I would highly suggest picking up some little baits like this. This little bullshad is one of the really easy ones to get your hands on. They're pretty easy to find. They're just about everywhere. You can find them at Dick's. You can order them online at like 35 different places. That Shellcracker that we're going to throw in a little bit is a little bit more difficult to find, but you can still find them. People sell them online pretty often. You just got to kind of keep your eyes out for them. But yeah, we're going to get back to fishing, I guess, and see if we can catch ourselves another big one. I was kidding about having a 4-pounder eat it. I guess he didn't really eat it at my feet, but I still watched him eat it, which was friggin' dope. There we go. There's one. Decent fish. Hell yeah. Yeah, probably second best one of the day. Hell yeah. 1.5 pound, 2 pound guy. Who's got a weird sore on his back? On his little butthole area. Right on. Little guy. 1.5 pound for again. I think I probably missed like 3 or 4 of those guys since the last one we caught. I don't know what the deal is. We were catching or hooking almost every single fish that we were getting bit by over there. We come onto this side of the pond and I can't get a bite to stick to save my damn life. There was another one right there. Oh my god. Okay. Holy crap. I hope you guys saw that. Buddy busted it right here in front of me. I think I might have stung him just a little bit, but damn. Okay. I'm getting back into it. Like I keep saying, I don't know why I can't capitalize on some of these bites. Like they seem like they're eating it aggressively enough. Like I don't know if you guys saw that, but Buddy ate it pretty much top water. That's kind of how I've been fishing this thing, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I've just kind of been throwing it out there and buzzing it, keeping it almost subsurface, almost top water. Just barely waking like that on the surface. Keeps me out of this shallow grass that I'm fishing over for the most part. But yeah, the fish seem to like it for whatever reason. I feel like even a buzzbait would do pretty good out here right now. Huh, that's kind of sad. A little dead bass down there. I don't know if you guys can see that little white spot out there, but I think that's a dead bass or a dead fish of some kind. Huh. Yeah, it looks like maybe a bass, maybe a trout or something. Whatever it is definitely a fish, and it is either dead or almost there. Huh. Not a terrible sized fish either. If it is a bass, it's probably about 1.5 pound, 2 pounder. There's one. Ate it right here at my feet. Hell yeah, little tiny dude. That was dope though. Oh man, got him hooked so bad too. Ooh, there he goes. Alright. Well, got it? Okay, cool. Hell yeah. There we go, little tiny dude. That might actually be one of the last fish we catch on this little bull gill. I'm also hoping that I have my battery pack in my car, my other battery pack, because I have one with me, but apparently I didn't charge it all the way last night because it is, well, it's struggling to charge my GoPro. Now I'm like 20% on my GoPro right now, so we're going to try and buzz our way back to the car. Again, we are almost all the way around the pond. I've kind of fished my way almost the entire way around the pond, and I don't think I'm going to go much further. There are a couple other dudes out here fishing. I don't really want to get too close to them. Alrighty, folks. Lap number 2, we're going to go the opposite way around the pound this time. Switch up baits. Now we're throwing a little G2 Shellcracker. A little bit of a different presentation. It's kind of like a waking crank as opposed to just that straight retrieve multi-jointed bait that we were throwing before. Besides the fact that it is steadily raining right now, it's actually not a bad day to be outside. It's pretty nice, all things considered. So I'm going to just kind of enjoy the time, make a few more casts, and see if we can catch some on this little Shellcracker. I haven't thrown the G2 in a hot minute. I just recently picked up a wooden Shellcracker, which if you guys haven't seen that video, I'll leave that video link down below for y'all as well. But I picked up one of the bigger wooden versions of the Shellcracker, and that kind of inspired me to throw this little guy. That, and also the homie Wyatt Byer over at Byer Lure Company just recently picked up one of these, and he was telling me about he's about to go out and try and catch a couple of fish, try and catch his first big bait fish. And one of the baits that he was going to try and throw around today was the old G2 Shellcracker. So I figured I'd throw it around as well today, so that at least if he can't catch one on it, maybe we can catch one for him. By the way, y'all should go check out Wyatt. He's got a bunch of pretty solid videos out. He's actually been doing a little bit more trout fishing right now, as he is from South Dakota, I think. But his fishing is a little bit slower than it has been out here recently. So he's been doing a lot of trout fishing videos, trout catching cooks. But if you guys are interested, I would highly suggest going and check out his channel. I'll leave him linked down below. He also does like some lure painting and rod building, stuff like that. So yeah, go show the homie some love. Go subscribe to his channel. Although I think he's only like 50 subscribers away from 500 too, and if he hits 500 subscribers before I do, I'm going to be upset. So maybe don't all of you guys go over and subscribe to him. No, but seriously, go check the homie out. He's a dope dude. Makes some dope content, and always like to support the friend. Oh, I got a little guy. Little tiny dude. Oh man. Freaking giant dude. Love it. Yeah. Freaking megas on the G2. Oh my god. Oh, there he goes. Oh boy. Alright, alright, alright. Got another psycho. Are you gonna find your way down into the water too, buddy? Yeah? Maybe? You might need a little hand. Here, I'm coming. I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. Go on, little taco bass. Have a good one. Thanks for the bite, I think. Alright, well, first little dude, I actually thought that he bit it and missed it because of how tiny he was. I went and set the hook and I didn't even really feel anything on him. But, little tiny dude on the G2. Definitely going to get bit on this thing a good bit more here in a little bit, I think. If that little micro dude's going to come after it, then I think we'll probably get some fatty nibs on this thing today. Oh yeah, there's that dead fish that I saw before. We'll be able to see what it is now. Floating on the surface. Oh, it's a big old shad. Holy crap. That is a huge shad. Look at the size of that guy. That's probably like a, I don't know, 14-inch shad. That's a big boy. That's a large shad here. I'm going to bring him in real quick so you guys can see how big this thing is. Oh my lord. Alright, so you guys want to see why I like to throw big baits out here? Hang on, I'm going to put my hand next to this dude for just some comparison. My shoes are already soaked, so I don't even care anymore, but look at how big this shad is compared to my hand. My god, that's like a 15-inch shadley. It's got the little thing here, so I think that's a thread fin is what they consider that one, but that's a big old shad. Wow. Well, yeah, if you guys ever want to know why I do so well on this big 8-inch glide baits out here, it's because I'm imitating that absolute monster of a shad. And I'm sure there's some big old bass in here that probably eat shad. Probably not quite that big, but I'm sure they probably munch down some 10, 12-inch shadleys in here. Big old 5-6 pounders. I guess I can go over the rod, reel, line, and all that stuff I'm using for this bait as well. So this is my, well, it's kind of an all-purpose rod actually. I use it for swim jigs, chatterbaits, worms, lighter jigs, stuff like that. Obviously works good for smaller swim baits as well. I probably could have thrown a little bull gill on this, but I just decided to tie them on 2 separate rods today. But the rod itself is a 7'4" heavy moderate. It's the 6th Sense Milliken Fishing MFR series. I believe they specifically call this one the Zark Special. And yeah, I think they designed this rod with swim jigs and chatterbaits in mind. But it's a great little rod for some smaller swim baits as well. Some little like treble hook guys under 1.5 ounces. I think the rod's rated up to 1.5 ounces, so I usually throw like anything under that 1.75 ounce range on this. So that little Zimmer Baits Gremlin that I like to throw a little bit, throwing that on this. Again, I could probably throw that bull gill on this. Got a couple other like smaller glide baits that I'll throw on this rod as well, but It holds and handles this little G2 Shellcracker absolutely perfectly. And then I've got this one paired up with a 7-speed reel. This is a Shimano Corrado 150, and I got 15-pound fluorocarbon on there as well. Generally, I'll find myself throwing either 12 or 15-pound line for any of these smaller swim baits. Like I said, I was throwing the other one in my cranking setup before, and that is 12-pound fluoro on it. So 12 or 15-pound is generally where I find myself pretty comfortable with these finessier swim baits. But yeah, we should be starting to get into a pretty solid spot right here. I did get bit like 4 or 5 times right in this little area out here in front of us, so hopefully switching up the presentation, switching up the angle on these fish a little bit, we'll be able to trick one of those aggressive ones that we saw before. Oh, there's one. That's a nice fish. That's a nice one. I got a nice one, another big one on the G2, dude. Yeah, dude. Nice fish. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Another nice one. This time on the G2. Let's go, dude. This was probably about 3 pounds. Not quite as big as that first big one that we got. Hell yeah, I'll take that. Get a quick weight on this guy, too. Just because he is one of the better ones of the day. I'm going to say he probably goes right around 3. He's a long, skinny fish, for sure. What do we set at? How good am I at guessing? About a 3-pounder, 277, 2 3/4. Later, sister. Have a good one. Peace. This video, I guess I forgot to film an outro, so I'm going to film one now, but out there at the little swim bait pond, it was a great little last session out in Colorado. Yeah, I think that's going to do it for me. I'll check and wreck them, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace. Ready, so I'm going to call it here. All the baits and stuff that we caught fish on will be